I was so relieved when you said that you were gay.
I
mean,
know.
the build up on that.
I know. You thought I was going to get like my feet amputated. Like it was bad.
Please help me.
The Jessica Kirson Show.
I don't feel seen.
Hi guys, I'm so excited. My sister Jennifer. Hi. How have you been? Mommy called me before and she was like, oh. By the way, we still call my mother Mommy. Is that really weird? Do people
No, I
tell
think
you?
a lot of people do.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
When they refer to her, we don't call her mommy, but
Can you imagine if we were telling a friend like my mommy called me before? All Jennifer and I do is mostly laugh to the point where I can't breathe. I mean, I've laughed harder with you than anybody, or we cry to each other about life.
or we eat.
Yeah, well, there's always eating. We have a huge history with eating. But the fact that she's doing this with me is major because she does not like being on camera
No,
at all.
I'm the opposite of
Yeah,
you.
part of it is that we have to weigh ourselves too with our clothes off during the podcast. Did I tell you that? Yeah, it's just we grew up just the two of us until there was more steps and halves, and we have a million stories about what it was like. Why don't we talk a little bit about like our lives? So there's so much to do. We need like 5 of these.
We were
More.
saying that we need like definitely a part 2 for sure.
Yeah, definitely. As you can see, I'm more stylish and I have it together more than my sister. I think I'm more like outgoing and stuff like you're outgoing, but I'm just saying I'm more of like I'm an entertainer or whatever.
For me, it's more one-on-one. It's,
Yeah.
like I'm confident one-on-one, but get me in front of a camera.
I'm laughing because remember every time like Passover when it was your turn to read and you'd have a panic
Everyone knew to skip over me,
but not in the beginning.
but Dad wouldn't do that.
Dad wouldn't skip
I
over.
think he purposely called.
Yeah, this is the
me.
thing. My father was the funniest person on earth and like silly and crazy, but he would do things to purposely make us uncomfortable. I know this is crazy because people would be like, what? Like he would like dangle a worm in front of my face because I was afraid of worms. I think that's why I'm heavy.
I don't remember any of that.
You've blocked out a lot. But you remember things I don't remember. What do you think the deal is?
I don't know, but I think that he was a ball buster.
Yeah.
The funniest thing is Passover one year,
Yeah.
they had just gotten the dog, and my son Tyler was petrified of dogs.
Oh.
And
yeah.
he made him sit in the basement and eat dinner while the dog had like free range of the house. But
Okay.
like,
That is so, people are going to hear that and be like, that is the most abusive. If you think that's bad.
and I think he was like 5.
Yeah.
Like
it's, he made him sleep in the bed with the dog. He made him, yeah. Yeah. It was a lot of that. It was tough. My God, I don't even know that story.
You don't?
No. I mean, we have so many stories. Our mother is a therapist. Dad, very black and white.
You could see how that marriage worked.
Yeah,
well.
it worked really, really well. Yeah, it was pretty intense growing up. Jen and I, we would fight. We would take a lot out on each other, like physically. Like one time, did I take the Play-Doh and you stabbed me in the head with a pencil?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
I think it was a tool. That I
a
wanted.
tool,
like
What?
a tool. You know,
Like
when
a
you're playing
wrench?
Play-Doh and you have all like the cookie cutter, or there's a whatever you use to
a
when you-
pizza slicer. You remember? No, it was a hatchet. That was we were playing with a hatchet. No one was around. No, I think I still have a black mark.
I think you do too.
Yeah. Well, I slammed a tennis racket over her head once, and when we were younger, it was a wood tennis racket, and I went like this, and all of the strings flew out, and you had it stuck on your head. Why did I do that?
Who knows? You're probably angry at me about something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we were, and I also, she's told me this. I don't even remember this, but I would sleepwalk and lay on top of you on your bed.
No, you would sleepwalk before I was able to stay up later than you.
Yeah.
Because I was older, and I would come into bed at night, and you would be laying in my twin bed.
I don't think that was sleepwalking, because I said to you, I've never done that since. So I think I was just needing to be.
Because it happened all the time.
Don't you think I was just scared and wanted to be comforted? I mean,
Maybe.
I tried to run away every day. I don't remember this, but you said I had a suitcase all the time and would.
You had you were wearing a Snoopy nightgown, holding a suitcase.
By the way, I still wear Snoopy I still wear Snoopy nightgowns to sleep, and
Say
my
that
partner's
10 times fast.
I still wear Snoopy. I still wear Snoopy. I still wear Snoopy. Yeah, we were very different growing up.
Very.
Yeah, I was always in like taffeta dresses, and you were always in like a very tomboyish outfit. No,
Like I think of our bedrooms, and that is so indicative of who we were. Like I had a pink shag carpet with pink wallpaper, and you had a white linoleum floor with blue walls and a tool
a tool thing, a whole tool. I was a
bench.
very, very, very big tomboy. Like I was basically a boy growing up.
You were
Yeah.
100%.
Did you think I was a dyke early on?
No,
Really?
not at all.
Yeah, we didn't.
It didn't
think
even
like
cross
that.
my mind,
I
because
know.
let's talk about when you came out.
So I had the hardest time with coming out than my family did, which is not
Which is
common.
the opposite, typically.
Right. When I told mommy, I was sobbing, and she's like, I know. Like every time Melissa leaves, who was my first girlfriend, you would sob, and you were going to see her the next day. Like, Dad's reaction was he cried a little, and he said, "Is it my fault?"
Did he really?
Yeah, and I'm like, no, it's Jasmine from Aladdin. 'Cause I really wanted to ride her magical carpet every time I saw her. No, and yours, well, I met you in a hotel room in the town next to where we grew up, because I would not stay with family. I did.
remember this completely different.
No, I remember we were in West Orange in a hotel room, telling you, right by the Turtleback Zoo. What do you remember? Like, were we in Antigua? What?
We were in your bedroom
No.
at the house.
No, I remember it. No.
Okay, you would remember this more than me, because
Yeah.
It obviously
Because
wasn't
you had a
traumatic
very
for me at
hard
all.
time with it. No, I'm joking. No, the way I approached you with it was like, you're going to be so upset. You're not going to be able to get over this. Like I was a
you were like, I have
mess.
something to tell you. And it's major, and I don't think you're going to be okay with it. And I mean, it went on.
Yeah, for an hour.
And
I was,
on
which is very
and
helpful
on.
when you're trying to tell someone something major. Just
My heart's pounding out of my chest.
well, you thought I was going to say I had cancer.
Yeah.
Remember? You said that.
I was so relieved when you said that you were gay. I mean,
know.
the build up on that.
I know. You thought I was going to get like my feet amputated. Like it was bad.
Bad.
Yeah.
I don't know what I thought you were going to say.
What did you feel when I told you? Like you can say anything. It won't.
I was totally fine.
No, I come from, thank God. Yeah.
I was totally fine.
Yeah. Did you have any thoughts like, because mommy and daddy both had feelings that my life was going to be much harder because
Yeah.
it was not.
Well, as a parent,
yeah.
because I have a son who's gay,
Mm-hmm.
as a parent, you think much differently than you do as a sibling. So I was totally fine.
Yeah.
Wasn't thinking about myself and how it was going to affect me or how it was going to affect you. I just wanted you to be happy.
Yeah. Yeah, you've always been amazing that way. Always. Yeah, it's a very hard thing because I had so much stuff about it. I felt like I was, damaged, that God, like something was wrong with me, that I was going to hell. Like we didn't even grow up religious. And I had all these. Also, we grew up in an area where it's all about caring what people think of you. It's very much about image, right? And I was like, no one was gay that I knew, like out, right? Did you know anyone that were?
No one that was out.
Jen and I grew up in a situation where our mom saw clients in the basement of our house our whole childhood, and we had to be quiet. And that was, what's interesting? I thought about the other day, like we had no access to mom. Like there were no cell phones or beeper. Like even if you had an emergency.
No, that was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I mean, I would disrupt her at times. Did you? Did you knock on her door?
No.
Yeah. One time
I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying not having a cell phone and her having to, I needed a ride, or it was a lot about the rides.
Me too. We walked everywhere. That's something we talked about because we would walk home from elementary school or all of it, junior high, whatever.
Which was normal back then.
Right. It was you wouldn't be abducted. And yeah. And it was a long walk for me, sometimes up hills. I was like, I'm not okay enough to do. And we'd show up at the house and I'd be like, like dying for my fucking snack of like a sleeve of Oreos, which we also never had bad food in the house, which made me like rob my friends' houses.
Yeah. Well,
like
we talked about this, that the things that we found in the house, and we ended up realizing that we made the same concoctions. The Pepperidge Farm bread with the sugar on top.
There was always Pepperidge Farm bread and there was always sugar. I used to eat a loaf of bread and a fucking big bag of sugar. We didn't have a lot of stuff in the house.
Well, she hid it up in the cabinet.
But I found everything. But you couldn't eat too much because then they would notice. But then after doing it so many times, the bag was gone. Do you remember going for Halloween for hours and hours and hours and coming home with literally garbage bags full of candy and I had to choose one piece?
I don't remember that.
I do. Yeah. I think I was like 2 pounds overweight that year. And
but I remember I remember being in your bedroom and dumping out all the candy, and I'm sure we like traded and
we traded and we would get into arguments. I'm like, you're not getting my Snickers. You're One time I ate a whole Carvel cake and
we
wouldn't
talked
admit
about
it.
this also. Remember the Cookie Monster cake?
Tell them what
in
happened.
The basement?
No, you have to explain it because I blocked a lot of. I know I ate a cake, and I know I ate a whole cake.
Okay, so there was. It was someone's birthday, and we had a Cookie Monster cake. I don't know
from Carvel.
From Carvel.
Ice
Always
cream
cakes
cake.
from Carvel.
Yeah, with the crunchies. They're so.
And I guess they would put it in the basement
to hide it.
So every time I wanted a bite of the Carvel cake, I had to walk down to the basement.
And it was gone?
And later on, we both talked about this, that we both were going downstairs constantly to take a bite of the ice cream.
Right. There was no cookies left in the Cookie Monster cake. There it is. Look. I'm going to get one today and eat it whole.
Oh, my God. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, there was also a time when there was a cake missing and mom freaked out and ran, she was like, who ate the cake? And I wouldn't admit it. And then I got caught somehow and I had to, I mean, that kind of stuff made me eat 6 more cakes. It's really, I mean, I went to a fat camp, which I talk about in my act, and people are like, I'm like, it was fun. It was great. It was.
Yeah, I was a counselor there for one summer.
How is it being a counselor at a fat camp?
I mean, you're dealing with it's a lot because you're dealing
Yeah,
with
it's heavy.
emotions.
I mean, people are
and-
very heavy, so it's a lot to carry people. Yeah, a lot of emotion.
Thank God I slept on the top bunk.
The campers weren't allowed to sleep on
Because
the
I
top
would have been
bunk.
fearful every night.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to sleep in the top bunk because for safety reasons. We just,
I think
Yeah.
the counselors that were thin were.
allowed to sleep on the top. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Is there anything you remember about fat camp that really stood out to you besides the fat campers?
The lines for the bathroom before weigh-in.
That's hysterical. Yeah.
And everyone groaning in the bathroom trying to,
shit.
yeah.
Or not throw up. I don't think it was, yeah. Well, we had to line up on hills. I was just telling someone this yesterday with our bathing suits on, just hundreds of fat kids with bathing suits on to get weighed on every
And they
Saturday
would take
morning.
pictures.
Yeah. Oh my God. I forgot about the
Yeah.
pictures. I have those pictures somewhere. That's so, maybe that'll be my new headshot, my fat camp picture.
You'd probably like it.
Yeah. Well, I was not, I didn't go through the depths of hell in my life yet. So I looked pretty good. Yeah. It's after every breakup, I've looked worse and worse. You have to admit that, Jen. Jennifer has been
Until you
through-
were about to burst.
Oh, I was.
Yes.
That face just now.
Oh my God.
I
You were like
blew
a sumo wrestler.
Jen. Jen. No, I was. I looked like I could have won every. Is it sumo or sumo?
Sumo.
Sumo, Jesus. Because I wore my hair in a ponytail a lot, and I wore those.
It wasn't a ponytail.
Plastic
You wore it in
diapers.
a bun.
Oh yeah, a bun. Maybe that's why it triggers you when I wear a bun. Jen has always helped me with, what to wear and all of that stuff because I'm just clueless. I always have been. But I was very, very heavy but we would laugh about it. We didn't.
I never made you feel bad about it. I remember being in the dressing room with you, like trying clothes on and
Both of us fit in the dressing room.
like when you had your first special.
Yeah, like in the bedding department. It was very uncomfortable because
Oh,
they
let's
didn't.
talk about what you wore to my wedding.
I wore a tarp to your wedding.
It literally looked like a shower curtain.
Yeah, I looked like a cloud.
You wore a dress. Okay, let's
First of all,
discuss
let's
that.
discuss that first.
And it was below your knee, like right below your knee.
Yeah, because we were ultra orthodox. I'm joking.
and
yeah.
you wore white pumps
This is
and
when I
stockings
hear this,
and sheer white stockings.
I literally feel nauseous that I did that in my life because it is so
I
not
wish I
who
had a
I
picture
am.
right now.
Yeah, I don't have. Well, we can get a
I
picture.
have. I mean, I don't have it here. But
Yeah. Yeah, it's incredible that I dressed that way just to like fit in and do the right thing because
Well, you were in my wedding party, and at the time, you weren't wearing like suits yet.
suits. You weren't wearing a jock strap at that point. So, listen, not only did I wear that, but I went to a tailor. That was the most traumatic part, who was like
Zaza.
stabbing me with fucking pins.
Jess, she sewed in one of my friend's dresses because she did all the dresses for the wedding party. She sewed a maxi pad into someone's dress.
By mistake?
I guess so.
Well,
She found it after the wedding. It was like in her armpit or something.
a used one? That is fucking insane. This woman was abusive. She's like, "You're getting too fat. I am going to have to get a new dress. You're gaining too much weight. I can't take it in, put it out, take it in." And then she was stabbing me with pins. Like I would leave there with like wounds. Like
She was probably hoping she could pop you or something.
hoping she could pop me is amazing. I'm like, your pincushion is right there. Like, I'm not the pincushion. It was literally being abused every week. And yeah, it's so crazy. Jen you got married at the World Trade Center. It's really fucking weird,
Yeah.
right? And it was sick and beautiful.
We were the first large wedding there.
I thought you were going to say first large family to have a wedding at the. Yeah,
We were the first wedding after the first terrorist attack in the garage.
It was like in
explosion
'93
garage.
or so. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. A lot of people don't even know that happened. But
So we were the first large wedding,
Mhm.
and the
Yeah, it
air
was-
conditioning wasn't working.
Yeah, which
the
is
summer.
really, really helpful when there's a lot of heavy anxious Jews. It's very good situation when there's no air conditioning. It was honestly, the wedding was so stunning because you did the whole thing. Because you are, so Jen is a interior designer, but you're not just an interior designer. You also like help people
Well,
with their lives. I mean, it's amazing.
I've helped plan parties and
You do it for
flowers.
every- it's
There's
amazing.
a lot that I like doing, but I love being an interior designer. Like I do favors for people,
Yeah,
other
you're the
favors,
most
but-
giving person. You really are. I
Thanks,
mean,
Jess.
we're both giving. We have come from a family like that. Jen and I have the exact same sense of humor, but we're different in so many ways. She's
and then alike in many other ways.
many ways. You're much more positive.
That's for sure.
Why? How do you think you're so positive? I mean, I guess you're just.
We were born this way. I say
Yeah.
it all the time. It's glass half full, glass half empty. It's
Yeah, Dad was
That's
very negative,
very,
and
Mom was very
Mommy
positive.
was
Mommy was positive.
Dad had catastrophic anxiety.
catastrophic. It's hard to even explain.
It's true.
Like, let's give an example. I've tried to talk about this on stage, and people, they can't even wrap their head around it. He literally, when he was angry or anxious, he would slam his head into things, and he would hit his head. And it's like, when I tell people that, they're, what are you talking about? Like, literally just slam his head into a cabinet.
Yeah. Like if you left the cabinet ajar this much, that would set him off.
Yeah. And I think to us, it's so like, yeah, that's just how it was. But it's really crazy. Like, now that we're parents.
Well, I have a story that this just shows how much anxiety he had and how catastrophic it was. I was an adult with my kids down in Florida and went to a hair salon about 10 minutes away, came back, and he asked for the key back to the apartment, and I couldn't find it.
Oh, when that stuff happened?
So in his mind, he thinks that the entire apartment is going to be robbed.
I know.
It was
Yeah.
just a key.
Yeah.
No name, no nothing, no address.
Just a random key.
But in his head, everything was going to be gone in the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So he went ballistic
Mm-hmm. I remember this.
in front of my kids.
Yeah. Yeah, we went through a hard time. And what to say that a parent, like, it was all horrible, and it wasn't.
It wasn't.
There were times many times when he showed up, right? I mean, with my daughter's health stuff, he was always like the first one at the hospital.
And even with me, like with all my, any health issues that I ever had, he
right
was there.
That's true too. But the anxiety was out of control.
And I find it to be, now I think about it, it's sad to me. He didn't have to live like that. He could have had a happy, peaceful life. It's just sad.
It is sad because of what he came from. When you get older, especially when you have kids, you're like, oh, okay, now I get it, because he went through his own shit with his mother, But he did not have to go through that. But in those times, people weren't just like going to therapy and getting medication.
Yeah.
And
his parents were very tough on him.
Very. And he was an only
And he's
child.
an only child.
He was obsessed with looks, and a lot of it was him projecting his own stuff. But I'm talking obsessed, like not just, if there was a mark on my face, he would, what is that? No.
Yeah.
I think that's part of why I got so heavy at that point when I was a kid, because it fucking enraged him.
Really?
Yeah. And it was like, you want to call me fat, or you want to, now look. I mean, it and also it's negative attention.
Right.
But it's interesting that I haven't been hard on I've been hard on myself, but not like crazy about my looks. You'd
No.
think I would be because of that. I think you're harder on yourself. I mean, most women are, but
No, I agree.
yeah.
I don't think you've been hard on yourself.
No, I'm blessed
That's
in
like
the way.
difference. That is like a huge difference between the two of you, in that regard. But the negative thinking, like it's just natural.
Mhm.
Like you can't help it. I always say that. Like when you say on stage, you could say all you want, applaud all you want. It'll never fill the hole.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah. Well, you know me better than anyone,
Yeah.
obviously. And it won't. I think there's things that happened in my childhood that are, and this might sound bad, but it's actually put me at peace, and like that I don't think can ever be, I think a lot of it I can work on and heal, but there's certain things that are just, you get so damaged that I just don't think there's any way of.
See, I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I don't. I think that a lot of it is your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
The negative the negative thinking causes the anxiety. But I do think that with forgiveness and letting things go and
that I've
keeping
done
it in the
a
past.
lot. Like really, I mean, I really forgave Dad
'Cause
before
I did
he
all of
passed
that.
away. Yeah. I did too. And I agree with you completely. The negative thinking is really fucking hard because you don't realize when it's happening. You
I
don't even
know.
realize it's happening
I know.
for days at a time.
Yeah.
Like unless someone points out you're being negative, it's like a natural thing that just happens.
I used to say this about Dad. Like I wouldn't even want to be in his head for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we have been through a lot of experiences that thank God in my family, we've laughed through everything. And also Dad was a good sport. Like you could make fun of him. Remember, I used to bust on him like
Yeah.
crazy and he would
Yeah.
laugh hysterically. But like we went on a family trip with my stepmother to Aspen, Colorado. And I lost things a lot. I have ADD, so I was like, I'm still the exact same way. And he had brought me expensive gloves, and I lost them at some point during the season or something. And then he brought me another pair of gloves, and I lost them in Aspen.
No, you lost one.
I lost one glove. That's right. I ate it. I'm going to be honest now. After all these years, I ate my glove. Yeah, I panicked telling him that I lost a glove.
I remember us being in the hotel room and you saying, I can't tell him.
I know.
I can't tell him.
Yep. And then I felt like I couldn't. I mean,
But you had to because you couldn't show up like Michael Jackson with one glove.
You imagine I'm going down the slope. Thriller, beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. The skis are going backwards like that.
The next day you walked out with one glove and you had your other hand in your pocket. You put the pole strap around your wrist and stuck your hand in your pocket.
That's sad
Can you
that I was
imagine
so
going down the slopes with the ski pole like dragging.
just to not get in trouble. Well, Karen and I, my stepmother, went into town in Aspen, and I tried on every pair of gloves. Now, this is a ski town. The
Well, you
gloves
told her.
were
Let's say
this
that you
big.
you
And I'm like,
told
these
her.
are good. Yeah, I told her. And she was so nice and like desperately trying to. This literally, they were this big. And I'm like, these are fine. Like, it looked like I was wearing those hands at a baseball game. And she's like, we cannot, like, he's going to know that's not your glove. So I ended up telling him, and he went crazy.
And it was
I was grounded.
on New Year's Eve.
This is so
You were
abusive.
in the room by yourself. Oh, we were all out.
That is so, like, people are going to hear this and feel so sad. Just know this is why I'm funny. Just I want to explain that. Some of you don't understand that. Yeah, I remember like hearing things through the wall. This is so horrible. I would never do this to my kids. It really is.
Well, now knowing you as a parent, you would never.
Never.
In fact, you're the opposite
Yeah,
because of what you went through.
I am. Thank God. We both broke the cycle. We would never do that. Can you imagine? I mean,
Never.
No. Like, yeah, it's really crazy. And then
There would have to be consequences of some sort, but you don't like. It was very
yeah, you'd have to
drastic.
ski without your hands and get freeze. Like, I just almost said freezer burn and get, what's it called? Hypothermia?
Yeah.
Whatever. Hyperallergenic. Then Jen and I, this is a crazy thing that I've never talked about. I don't think public, maybe once on stage, but there was a plan for us to go to Vail to meet like our
Oh God, this was on the same trip.
same trip. We were leaving Aspen to go to Vail to meet
Family
best
friends.
friends of the family, their family. And my dad, and there was a major snowstorm, which there is like every day there. I mean, I'm talking like severe.
Severe.
And
And
my
we're driving through like the mountains.
literally just no guard, like crazy. And my dad got a limo that was the size of a train. Like literally, he and the driver were in the front. These are one of these old limos. We were like half a mile behind them in the back.
With like 40 pieces of luggage in
We
the back.
had 40.
So we're sitting with all the luggage.
Right. So it's me, then you, then no, me, my stepmother, and then you, or something like that. And then you, like, I could barely see my dad and the driver.
Oh,
in
so
front
he
of-
sat in the front seat.
He
right?
sat in the front seat next to the driver. We had so many bags of luggage, and they were all in front of our feet.
Mhm.
And it was like this Batmobile, huge. And we were driving, and it was a storm.
Bad, like really bad.
I know, you can't even describe how bad it was. But people drove during those storms, like they still do in Colorado. And
He asked us if we wanted McDonald's.
I don't remember that. Dad did?
No, the driver.
Oh, Daddy was probably like, did you hear what I just said, Daddy? He was probably like, no, we're going to a farmer's market. They're going to eat vegetables. All I need is for them to sink in the snow. That's all I fucking need. I saved up for this trip. All I need is both my kids fucking sink down and the skis get ruined. Then we can't find the other glove, the poles, the skis. It's a fortune. I mean, this is all I fucking need. Business has been hard. And now my kids are going to sink into the snow. Yeah.
The funniest thing is that you sound exactly like
That
him.
was my father growing up.
That's not an exaggerated
No,
version.
no. He'd be like, what are you, a fucking idiot? You've taken tennis lessons for years and you missed that shot? I'm out of here. Yeah. So, dyke. So anyway, we leave. The guy, I didn't remember that.
He said, do you want McDonald's?
Mhm.
And we're like, sure.
We're like, yes. Like we were probably like foaming at the mouth.
well, first of all, I had 104 fever.
Right.
I was so sick.
Doesn't matter. We got to get the veil to be with the family. We had a plan, and you die in the car, and we'll deal with it then. She's laughing so hard because that's how he was. So then he ended up saying he was tired, that he was working all day.
No,
this
he
driver.
was having a conversation with Dad saying that he worked a double shift roofing.
Uh-huh.
Like 2 12-hour shifts roofing.
Right.
And then he said,
Yeah, this I remember.
I see a yellow light. And we're like, great, McDonald's is coming up.
The arch?
And then all of a sudden,
I'm going to do it.
Okay, you do it.
Do you want to do it?
I can't with my neck.
Oh, yeah, we'll get into that soon, that stuff. But yeah. So he said, I see a yellow light. And we were like, what the fuck is he? And my dad also said to him, you want me to drive? You're working a 12-hour shift, 12-hour shifts. You want me to?
I don't know if
he
you
did.
offered to
He
drive.
said, do you need me to drive? You're tired. I got this whole family. I got all the bags. We're on a ski trip. One fucking glove. This idiot lost a glove. So, all of a sudden, this guy, the driver, in a snowstorm, in a huge fucking train, goes like this. I know this is weird, but he turns like this and he's smiling. Like it looks like he's smiling. He's going, okay, there's fucking stuff coming out of the sides. And his foot is on the gas. And we're on the highway, on a mountain, in a snowstorm.
On a cliff.
And it looked like, to me, I'm not saying this to be funny, it looked like he was going, look, I can drive with no hands. And he had a seizure.
Oh, shit.
And was stuck. Because you get like, I don't know, you stick in a certain position. And his foot is on the gas and the car is going, meow, meow. Okay. My father was smart. He grabbed him and slammed the guy. His head hit the door. And I don't know how the fuck he did this.
I don't either.
I don't. But he pumped the brake.
With his hand.
With his hand.
It was crazy.
And we went he drove us into a snow embankment. And it was crazy. Like none of us got hurt except for the foaming lunatic limo driver.
Oh, he was okay.
I'm saying meaning he had a seizure.
Right.
But
when we talk about dad on the highway waving his arms, screaming.
You can do it because I don't remember exactly. I know it was.
He had a fucking heart attack.
He was a Brooklyn. Yeah, help! He had a heart attack. What the fuck, dude? Like screaming in the middle on the side of the road. And there were bags everywhere.
There were no cell phones.
Right. There was no, I mean, she's sick.
So sick.
So sick. And my stepmother's like, oh my God. What the? And I'm like, I'm basically just having I'm disassociated. That I'm just thinking about McDonald's. I can't deal with what
we didn't get to McDonald's.
Yeah, we didn't even, like, who cares about the accident? I didn't get my Big Mac. And of course, I mean, this makes sense. He was freaking out. And then the police came. The guy was okay. Why did they take us to a rest stop?
They didn't. They took us to a diner or something.
It was a rest stop. It was like a big diner rest stop or so. It doesn't matter what it was. I mean, we're sitting in this fucking diner and your temperature was out of control. You were like crying. And he's like, we got to wait for another car to get the veil. So another car picked us up and took us to Vail.
I just remember sleeping the entire time we were in Vail. Like
at least you had two gloves.
Of that. I went through all of that just to like literally I didn't see
get into a car accident
there.
And sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, I mean, we've had a lot of traumatic stuff happen in our lives besides just what we've been describing. What Jen and I went to college together to University of Maryland. And I was in the sororities drinking so much at that time and like smoking pot, lived in a sorority house with 40 women, 40 girls. And it was the best time. I mean, but I was going out every night and I went to a frat party and I slipped on beer on the floor and fell like my hand and I hurt my shoulder. I hurt my arm.
I remember that.
I know because you were dealing with what you were doing. But I was in a sling. I went to the hospital the night before and I was in a sling. And I got a call in the middle of the night from my cousin that you were in, because my cousin went there too, that you were in a car
I lived
accident.
with her.
What?
I lived with her.
Right. And I was drunk. I mean, and I was like, what? And basically a lot of people we know lived in a community, like an apartment complex off campus, and you lived there.
Spring Hill Lake.
Right. And people saw you guys get into the car accident. She was with her ex-boyfriend. And he was so drunk he didn't even remember if he was driving or not. Do you remember that? Because Dad and I went to we went to see the car, and but we saw his sneaker under the clutch. And do you want me to describe what happened, or because we talked about this just to make sure it's okay? I just know there's so many people that relate to this stuff and just how we dealt with it as a family. But do you want to explain it? Or
Well, so the car rolled.
He drove off the road. I'm not like, it is what it is,
and the car rolled down a hill, and I flew out the front windshield. And he was stuck in the car. They'd used the jaws of life to get him out and took him in a helicopter because he had no pulse. And I was in the hospital for like a month. I had a burst vertebrae, broken collarbone, and great. I mean,
you broke so many your shoulder, your face. You had all these. Yeah.
Well, I ended up considering what it could have been. Look at me. I mean, I'm walking and
you gave birth
totally.
to 3 children.
Yep.
I mean, but it was, for me, I of course went right to the hospital. I think my friend drove me. And when I saw you, I don't know how to describe, like, first of all, I just got to college, and I was just like, I can't remember a time when I felt that way from, like, because other stuff I've dealt with, my daughter, all this stuff, it's like I knew and it was planned. But this was like, I walked in and saw you and I ran to the bathroom and threw up. I was in shock at what I saw. Mm. And I'm describing this because it's like, people want to know about my life a lot, and a lot of people have experienced stuff like this. I get messages all the time, like, thank you for talking about your daughter. I have a child, but I walked in and it was
I hear, my face was swollen.
It was
very
deformed.
Swollen, and I had no white in my eyes.
It was,
and there were, you said I had like leaves.
You had leaves in your hair. She flew out of the car and broke her back. You hit a tree, your back. No. You didn't? I thought that's what happened. Anyway, you both broke your backs. And you looked, it was like not you, obviously. And I could not believe, and both my parents in the middle of the night drove together, obviously we're divorced, and drove together to Maryland, like 150 miles. Like, it was crazy. And
that's the one call you don't want to get.
Yeah. And
as a parent.
And Dad was screaming. Like, this is his thing about also, like, loving us. Like, he was out of his mind. I mean, obviously, but like, just out of his mind that happened. And there's so much more to that story, but you are so incredible to me because you can be in so much pain. You never complain ever since this happened. I mean, you she had to be in a body cast for a year in my mom's house.
For 3 months.
Oh my God, it sounds so much better if I say a year. Let me just say a year because it's more dramatic. In a hospital bed and, leave college. And it's just, you are so special.
Thanks,
You're
Jess.
such a good person.
You
are the strongest person I know. Like, and I'm not just saying that, like, the shit you went through and have been through physically, like, it's affected your body your whole life since. I mean, giving birth to a child and then twins and, again, always in pain and just, you're like show up for everybody. You never complain. It's amazing.
You know what it is? I don't think about anything.
But that's where you have a gift.
But I don't mean to, it's just how I am. I just don't think about it. I just keep trudging along. It's just like I said, glass half full, glass half. It's just,
But that's so rare, Jen, especially now. So it's like incredible that you're like that. And you've helped me so much in my life. Like,
I hope
you've
so.
shown up for me for everything. You're the one person who's always, shown up. And I'm so grateful for you. And you're
I'm
brilliant
grateful for
and
you,
you're
too.
loving and you're supportive. Every time I've called, really, we have so much more to talk about. So we have to do another one. Like stuff you sent me when I was in the trauma center. It's hysterical.
We have to talk about that for 1 second.
Well, we have to wrap it up because I have to eat soon. But tell them quick.
Well, why don't you?
I was in a trauma center during COVID. She sent me a ton of gifts. So amazing, like a weighted blanket, a little
Anything she
stuffed
would
dog.
need,
like
anything she would need.
It was
Coffee
adorable.
Maker, everything.
Yeah. But then other things started coming because she sent me stuff from Amazon that was for her clients. So it's
So I sent napkin rings.
yeah, that's something you need in trauma center is napkin rings. Yeah, you sent me like napkin rings, a vase, and like a toaster. I don't even know what I'm in this trauma center where they have to open everything in front of you to make sure it's safe.
Oh my God.
And they're like, "Oh, you got a new mixer." And I'm like,
new hand mixer.
I'm in a trauma group with people going into 5 different personalities. I don't need a mixer. I need to get the fuck out of here. Yeah, we have so many stories, but I just want to say, first of all, this is hilarious because Jen, like you said, we're like, oh, you don't have to do that. Jen is brilliant. She is such an incredible interior designer. If you ever need an interior designer or know someone who does this, you can't even believe what she's done. Like she did both. She did my entire apartment. I didn't choose one thing. My entire apartment
showed up and
I showed up and the couches were there. How can people find you for that? Because is it an email?
So I'm terrible with
social
my
media,
online presence.
Yeah.
But if you want to contact me, it's jennifergelmandesigns at yahoo.com. My website is jennifergelmandesigns.com.
I love you and I
love you
appreciate you
too.
coming, and I really wanted you here because no one knows me better than you.
And just have to say how proud I am of you. You know that. I tell you that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You're a warrior and you have been working so hard for so long and deserve all the accolades. And I always knew you were going to be famous. Always. Always. Not a minute
Yeah, you did.
that, ever went by that I didn't think that. It was just like when.
Yeah.
And I adore you.
Oh,
I would do
adore you.
anything for you.
Me
and
too. I would
love
too.
you so much.
Really. Thank you. Thank you for not judging me about the glove. Please help me.